In a world where identity is often shaped by external forces, there are moments when individuals defy expectations, challenge perceptions, and embark on a deeply personal journey of spiritual transformation. From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood to the intensity of the boxing ring, from the heights of athletic achievement to the depths of personal struggle, the stories of famous individuals who have changed their religion resonate with a universal theme: the search for meaning, belonging, and inner peace. Join us as we delve into the captivating tales of 10 remarkable figures whose faith journeys have captivated the world and inspired countless others along the way. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, was not just a heavyweight boxing champion. He was an icon of social activism and religious conviction. Growing up in the segregated South of the United States, Ali experienced racial discrimination firsthand. His early encounters with racism instilled in him a sense of defiance and determination to challenge societal norms. Ali began his boxing career at the age of 12, quickly rising through the ranks with his unparalleled talent and charisma. In 1964, at the age of 22, he became the world heavyweight champion by defeating Sonny Liston in a stunning upset. Shortly after this victory, he announced his conversion to Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali, which was given to him by the Nation of Islam leader, Elijah Muhammad. Ali's conversion to Islam was not merely a change in religious affiliation. It marked a profound shift in his identity and worldview. The Nation of Islam, a religious and political movement advocating for the upliftment of African Americans, appealed to Ali's sense of racial pride and empowerment. Embracing Islam allowed Ali to connect with a community that shared his experiences of marginalization and offered a platform to speak out against injustice. Ali's conversion to Islam was met with both admiration and controversy. While many praised him for his courage and commitment to his beliefs, others viewed his affiliation with the Nation of Islam with suspicion, particularly due to the movement's separatist ideology and radical rhetoric. Despite facing criticism and backlash, Ali remained steadfast in his faith and continued to use his platform to champion civil rights and religious freedom. Throughout his life, Ali's faith remained a central aspect of his identity. He once famously stated, "I don't have to be what you want me to be. I'm free to be who I want." This sentiment encapsulates Ali's unwavering commitment to living life on his terms, guided by his religious convictions and principles. In the later years of his life, Ali's spiritual journey evolved, leading him to embrace a more mainstream Sunni Islam. Despite this shift, his legacy as a trailblazer for religious freedom and social justice endures. Muhammad Ali's decision to convert to Islam was not just a personal choice. It was a declaration of defiance against oppression and a testament to the power of faith to inspire change. Malcolm X. Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little on May 19, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, was a pivotal figure in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. Raised in a tumultuous environment marked by racial violence and injustice, Malcolm X experienced firsthand the systemic oppression faced by African Americans in the United States. His early years were marred by tragedy, as his father was killed in a suspected act of racial violence, and his mother struggled with mental illness before being institutionalized. As a young man, Malcolm X fell into a life of crime and was eventually incarcerated for burglary in 1946. It was during his time in prison that he underwent a transformative spiritual awakening. Introduced to the teachings of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X embraced Islam and adopted the surname X to symbolize the African heritage that had been stripped from him through slavery. Malcolm X's conversion to Islam marked a turning point in his life. Inspired by the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X became a fervent advocate for Black empowerment and self-determination. His passionate rhetoric and uncompromising stance against racial injustice made him a prominent voice in the struggle for civil rights. However, Malcolm X's relationship with the Nation of Islam became increasingly strained as he began to question its leadership and ideology. In 1964, he made a pilgrimage to Mecca, where he underwent another spiritual transformation. Experiencing the diversity and unity of Islam firsthand, Malcolm X renounced the separatist beliefs of the Nation of Islam and embraced a more inclusive vision of Islam. Upon his return to the United States, Malcolm X founded the Organization of Afro-American Unity, which sought to promote Black solidarity and international cooperation. However, his newfound beliefs and activism made him a target of hostility from both the government and the Nation of Islam. Tragically, Malcolm X was assassinated on February 21, 1965, at the age of 39. Malcolm X's legacy as a champion of civil rights and religious freedom endures to this day. His journey from a troubled youth to a revered leader serves as a testament to the transformative power of faith and the indomitable spirit of resistance. Malcolm X's decision to convert to Islam was not just a personal choice, it was a catalyst for social change and a rallying cry for justice. Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens, born Stephen Demeter Georgiou on July 21, 1948 in London, England, rose to fame in the 1960s and 1970s as a singer-songwriter. His soulful voice and introspective lyrics captivated audiences around the world, earning him widespread acclaim and commercial success. However, despite his fame and fortune, Cat Stevens struggled with a sense of spiritual emptiness and existential questions about the meaning of life. Amid his musical career, Stevens embarked on a journey of self-discovery that would ultimately lead him to embrace Islam. Dissatisfied with the materialism and hedonism of the music industry, Stevens began to explore various spiritual traditions in search of deeper meaning and fulfillment. It was during this period of introspection that he encountered the teachings of Islam and found resonance with its emphasis on submission to the will of God and the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. In 1977, Stevens officially converted to Islam, embracing his new identity as Yusuf Islam. His decision to embrace Islam was met with surprise and curiosity from fans and the media alike. Many speculated about the reasons behind his conversion, with some attributing it to disillusionment with the excesses of fame and fortune, while others saw it as a genuine spiritual awakening. For Yusuf Islam, Islam provided a sense of purpose and direction that had been missing from his life. He became deeply involved in charitable work and humanitarian causes, using his platform to advocate for peace, social justice, and interfaith dialogue. In 2000, he was awarded the Man of Peace Award by the Nobel Peace Prize laureates for his efforts to promote peace and understanding between cultures and religions. Despite facing criticism and controversy over the years, Yusuf Islam remained steadfast in his faith and commitment to Islam. He continued to pursue his musical career, albeit with a renewed focus on spirituality and moral integrity. Today, he is recognized not only as a legendary musician, but also as a devoted Muslim and philanthropist who has made significant contributions to the global community. Yusuf Islam's journey from Cat Stevens to Islam is a testament to the transformative power of faith and the capacity for spiritual growth and renewal. His story serves as an inspiration to millions around the world, demonstrating that true fulfillment and contentment can be found through a life lived in service to others and submission to the divine will. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, born Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr. on April 16, 1947 in New York City, is widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players in history. Standing at 7 feet 2 inches tall, Abdul-Jabbar dominated the court with his unparalleled skills and athleticism, earning numerous accolades and championships throughout his illustrious career. However, behind his towering stature and athletic prowess lies a deeply spiritual and introspective individual whose journey to Islam has shaped his identity and worldview. Raised in a Catholic household, Abdul-Jabbar was introduced to Islam during his college years at UCLA. It was during this time that he began to explore different faith traditions and philosophies, searching for answers to life's profound questions. Inspired by the teachings of Islam, particularly its emphasis on social justice and equality, Abdul-Jabbar embarked on a spiritual journey that would ultimately lead him to embrace the faith. In 1971, Abdul-Jabbar converted to Islam, adopting the name Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which means noble servant of the Almighty. His conversion was met with both curiosity and admiration from fans and the media, who were intrigued by his decision to embrace a religion that was still relatively unfamiliar to many Americans at the time. Emphasized. For Abdul-Jabbar, Islam provided a framework for understanding the world and living a life of purpose and meaning. He found solace in the rituals of prayer and fasting, and he was drawn to the egalitarian principles of Islam, which emphasized the importance of humility, compassion, and service to others. Throughout his life, Abdul-Jabbar has remained steadfast in his faith, using his platform as a public figure to promote understanding and tolerance between different cultures. He has also spoken out against discrimination and injustice, advocating for greater inclusivity and acceptance in society. Abdul-Jabbar's journey to Islam is not just a personal story of religious conversion, it is a testament to the transformative power of faith and the capacity for individuals to find fulfillment and purpose through spiritual exploration. His example serves as an inspiration to countless others who may be seeking meaning and direction in their own lives. George Harrison. George Harrison, born on February 25, 1943 in Liverpool, England, is best known as the lead guitarist of the legendary band The Beatles. Beyond his musical contributions, Harrison was also a deeply spiritual individual whose journey led him to explore various Eastern philosophies and religions, ultimately leading him to embrace Hinduism. Harrison's interest in Eastern spirituality began in the mid-1960s, during the height of the Beatles' fame. Influenced by encounters with Indian culture and philosophy, as well as the teachings of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Harrison delved deeper into the study of Eastern spirituality, particularly Hinduism. In 1968, Harrison traveled to India with the other members of the Beatles to study transcendental meditation under Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. During his time in India, Harrison immersed himself in the rich tapestry of Hindu culture and philosophy, forging a deep connection with the teachings of Hinduism. Upon his return to England, Harrison continued to explore Hinduism, studying the Bhagavad Gita and other sacred texts. In 1969, he publicly declared his allegiance to Hinduism and began incorporating elements of Indian spirituality into his music and lifestyle. Harrison's embrace of Hinduism had a profound impact on his life and work. He became an advocate for Indian culture and spirituality, using his platform as a musician to introduce Western audiences to Eastern philosophy and mysticism. His interest in Hinduism also inspired some of his most iconic songs, including My Sweet Lord and Within You, Without You. Throughout his life, Harrison remained committed to his spiritual practice, regularly meditating and studying Hindu scriptures. He also maintained close relationships with prominent Hindu spiritual leaders such as Swami Prabhupada, the founder of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, (ISKCON). Harrison's journey to Hinduism reflects his quest for deeper meaning and connection in a rapidly changing world. His exploration of Eastern spirituality not only enriched his own life, but also left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape, inspiring countless others to seek spiritual fulfillment outside the confines of Western tradition. Today, George Harrison is remembered not only as a musical genius, but also as a pioneering spiritual seeker whose legacy continues to resonate with people around the world. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, born on October 28, 1967, in Smyrna, Georgia, USA, is a highly acclaimed Hollywood actress known for her captivating performances and radiant presence on screen. However, beyond her success in the entertainment industry, Roberts' journey has also been marked by a significant spiritual transformation, culminating in her embrace of Hinduism. Roberts' interest in Hinduism first surfaced during the filming of Eat, Pray, Love in 2010, based on the memoir by Elizabeth Gilbert. The movie, which follows the protagonist's journey of self-discovery through Italy, India, and Bali, resonated deeply with Roberts, sparking her curiosity about Eastern spirituality and philosophy. During her time filming in India, Roberts developed a profound connection with the country's rich spiritual heritage, particularly the teachings of Hinduism. She immersed herself in the vibrant tapestry of Indian culture, exploring secret sites, attending religious ceremonies, and engaging with spiritual practitioners. Roberts' encounter with Hinduism was transformative, igniting a spiritual awakening that would shape her outlook on life and faith. Drawn to the philosophy of karma, dharma, and moksha, she found resonance with Hinduism's emphasis on self-realization, compassion, and the interconnectedness of all beings. In 2010, Roberts publicly announced her conversion to Hinduism, embracing the faith as a source of inspiration and guidance in her life. Her decision to embrace Hinduism was met with curiosity and respect from fans and the media, who admired her openness and sincerity in exploring new spiritual paths. Since her conversion, Roberts has continued to incorporate Hindu principles into her daily life, practicing yoga, meditation, and mindfulness. She has also expressed a deep appreciation for the spiritual wisdom of Hinduism, citing it as a source of strength and solace during challenging times. Roberts' journey to Hinduism reflects her ongoing quest for meaning, purpose, and connection in a complex and ever-changing world. Her openness to exploring different spiritual traditions serves as an inspiration to others, reminding us of the transformative power of faith and the universality of the human quest for spiritual fulfillment. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, born on June 30, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York, is a former heavyweight boxing champion and one of the most iconic figures in the history of the sport. Despite his prowess in the ring, Tyson's life has been characterized by tumultuous highs and lows, including a well-documented journey of personal and spiritual transformation that led him to embrace Islam. Tyson's early life was marked by hardship and adversity. Growing up in the tough streets of Brooklyn, he became involved in crime and street fighting at a young age. It was boxing, however, that provided Tyson with a sense of purpose and discipline, leading him to pursue a career in the sport. Throughout his boxing career, Tyson achieved unparalleled success, becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history at the age of 20. However, behind his meteoric rise to fame lay a troubled soul grappling with inner demons and a tumultuous personal life. In 1992, while serving a prison sentence for rape, Tyson experienced a profound spiritual awakening that would ultimately lead him to embrace Islam. It was during his time in prison that Tyson began to study the Quran and reflect on the direction of his life. Islam provided Tyson with a sense of peace, redemption, and purpose, helping him to confront his past mistakes and chart a new course for his future. Upon his release from prison, Tyson publicly announced his conversion to Islam, embracing the faith as a source of guidance and spiritual nourishment. His decision to embrace Islam was met with both admiration and skepticism from fans and the media, who were intrigued by his newfound faith and its impact on his life. Since his conversion, Tyson has spoken openly about the transformative power of Islam in his life, crediting the faith with helping him to overcome addiction, anger, and self-destructive behavior. He has become an advocate for Islam, using his platform to promote understanding and tolerance between different cultures and religions. Tyson's journey to Islam is a testament to the capacity for redemption and renewal, even in the face of overwhelming challenges. His story serves as an inspiration to others, reminding us that it is never too late to seek forgiveness, find inner peace, and embrace a new path guided by faith and spirituality. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan, born on July 2, 1986 in New York City, is a well-known actress, singer, and media personality whose career has been marked by both success and controversy. Beyond her entertainment career, Lohan's personal life has often been the subject of intense scrutiny, including her highly publicized journey of spiritual exploration that led her to convert to Islam. Lohan's interest in Islam first came to public attention in 2016 when she was spotted carrying a copy of the Quran, the holy book of Islam. Shortly after, she began to express her admiration for the faith and its teachings in various interviews and social media posts. In 2017, Lohan publicly announced her conversion to Islam, embracing the faith as a source of solace and guidance in her life. Her decision to convert was met with curiosity and interest from fans and the media, who were intrigued by her newfound faith and its impact on her lifestyle. Since her conversion, Lohan has spoken openly about her spiritual journey and the positive influence of Islam on her life. She has expressed a deep appreciation for the principles of compassion, humility, and service to others that are central to Islamic teachings. Lohan's embrace of Islam has also led her to become involved in humanitarian and charitable work, including efforts to raise awareness about the plight of refugees and displaced persons in the Middle East. Despite facing criticism and skepticism from some quarters, Lohan remains steadfast in her faith and commitment to Islam. She continues to draw strength and inspiration from her newfound spirituality, using her platform to promote understanding and tolerance between different cultures and religions. Lohan's journey to Islam serves as a reminder of the universal quest for meaning and connection that transcends cultural and religious boundaries. Her openness to exploring new spiritual paths and her willingness to embrace change and growth is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of faith. As we conclude our exploration of these remarkable individuals and their journeys of religious transformation, we're reminded that faith is a deeply personal and profound aspect of the human experience. From Muhammad Ali's unwavering commitment to Islam to Lindsay Lohan's embrace of a new spiritual path, each story reflects the complexity of the human spirit and the power of belief to shape lives and inspire change. As we bid farewell, may we carry with us the lessons of resilience, compassion, and the endless growth potential that these stories exemplify. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey, and may we all continue to seek understanding, connection, and peace in our paths ahead.